Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our very final session of the Mindfulness at Lunch. Good afternoon. My name is Eric. I'm the mindfulness psychologist here at Brahm Center. So, how's everyone doing this afternoon? It's really nice to see everyone who have tuned in consistently to this daily sessions that we offer here at Brahm Center over Zoom. Thank you once again for all your support and commitment, in tuning into this mindfulness at lunch session. I hope the past a month or two, has been helpful to everyone. So just taking this moment to allow yourself to check in, right? Just kind of understanding and sensing into how you are right now. So today being the last session, just like to do, preview our practice with everyone that allows us to begin to just sense both the body and the mind as well. Yeah. So without further ado, let's just take this time to allow ourselves to settle. Recognize that this moment is a time of the day that we can begin to engage in taking care of ourselves, isn't it? Right. As we come to a midday, perhaps we've been really busy since the morning itself, since we woke up this morning. Sometimes our mind has been programmed into this habit of doing something all the time. Do you realize that? It just seems that we are always very busy, busy doing something, right? And it is so difficult to kind of just step into this space of literally just inviting ourselves to do nothing, right? So today, I'd like to kind of speak a little on the attitude on non-striving, right? And in this way, when we begin to um, do this practice or kind of just engage in this practice of just sensing, of just being, we're not getting to anywhere per se, right? We're not getting so that we are like perfectly good, in this practice, right? So let go of any particular outcomes that you may have in mind, right? And instead just allowing ourselves to just step into this mode of sensing. And in doing so, we can begin to cultivate this sense of patience, right? Good. So just allowing yourself to sit up straight, having your back upright, and having both your feet flat on the ground. Yeah, just noticing that this moment is a time for us to just pause. Just savor this midday pause as you invite your eyes to close. Just turning towards how the body is feeling right now at midday as we approach almost, if I'm not wrong, the end of the month, isn't it? Today being 30th of June. Just sensing into the body, just feeling to the feet resting against the ground. Hands just resting along the surface of the lap. And getting acquainted with this breath as we breathe in right now. This is like giving ourselves that, putting a pause in our day, letting go of all that doing, just coming to this sense of being present in a non-striving way. So not forcing ourselves that, hey, we should not be doing anything, or forcing ourselves to let go of everything in the mind. Or instead just step into this sense of awareness. No pressure to feel a certain way. And gradually, as we breathe in right now, just gently dropping the chin towards the front of the chest. Just giving the back of the neck a little gentle stretch. As we do this, and gradually just coming back up. As you do so, you may just invite your eyes to open gently as you just look towards the top, perhaps in the direction of the ceiling, but 45 degrees upwards. And gradually just coming back to center. And this time around, tilting the right ear towards the right shoulder and sensing to that stretch as best as we can. As we do so, you can use your right hand, just gently press on the side of the head. As you extend the left arm outwards, just feeling to this stretch, just the way it is. Just recognizing how liberating it is to just stay in the moment, just being with the body just the way it is. And then gradually releasing and dropping the left ear to the left shoulder, using the left hand to just gently press the head slightly down and extending the right hand and arm outwards. And gradually releasing, just coming back to center and just allowing yourself to rotate the head gently 3 rounds in a clockwise direction. And in doing so, simply allowing the body to just relax and let go of any residual tension that could be held in the neck. Sometimes, along the day, in the morning to now, tension can build up in the neck. Sometimes in reaction to certain thoughts or situations that we face. In this way, just connecting to the body. And then changing the direction of rotation, anti-clockwise manner. And coming back to center, and this time around, allowing yourself to just extend our right hand all the way towards the ceiling. And as we do this, allowing yourself to just bend over to the left. Just feeling that stretch down the side of the upper torso region. And gradually letting go and switching sides, extending the left hand all the way up towards the ceiling. Just reach as high as you can, feeling that stretch as best as possible. And now just bending over to the right. So feeling that stretch now over this side of the body. Good. And gradually just letting the left hand come back down. And this time around, beginning to extend both the hands upwards. So just extending them all the way up. And just feeling that stretch as fully as we can. Stretching out all your fingers as well. Just feeling the extend of that stretch down the entire back region. And this time around, I'd like us to just kind of bend forward, right? So just going to move back a little. Just allowing yourself to just bend and roll over, right, all the way down. And gradually, as we breathe in, just coming back up, extending the arms all the way up once again. And this time around, just interlacing the arms together. And once again, just bending over to the left, feeling that stretch. And coming back to center, and now bending over to the right. And coming back to center, extending upwards once again. As you breathe in, and now as you breathe out, just gradually letting your arms come down and just easing into a shoulder rotation. Bring all the way up, down, to the front, all the way up, to the back and down. And one last time, rolling the shoulders to the front, the ears, the back and down. And now reversing that direction. So that forward shoulder roll. Good. And just coming back down. And this time around, allowing yourself to just bend over to the right, just holding perhaps the back of the chair. Feeling that stretch, that diagonal stretch, the upper back. And as we breathe out, coming back to center. And now just bending over to the left. And as we breathe out, coming back to center. And this time around, just bring your hands in front of you and just shake them. And gradually just beginning to rotate at the wrists. Really helpful to just ease, this region of the joints, or any tightness or tension that could be helped here. And then changing the direction. Very good. So just coming back down and just finding a stable, supportive posture as we invite the eyes to close once again. And just stepping into this moment of stillness. So just let the body come into this period of momentary stillness as we settle into what's present. Just attending to any sensations that you're feeling right now. Perhaps even extending that attitude of gratitude to this body. Everything that has been functioning well all this while, from the start of the year to right this moment. That's 6 months of just doing what the body does, isn't it? And we're here right now. And in this space of time, we can just step into this mode of doing nothing. Just letting the body and the mind settle into this moment of rest. Letting go of that to-do list that you might have formulated in your mind. That can come later. Because there's always something to do after this. But in this moment right now, not striving to get those things done in the mind. But instead, just step into this moment of self-care. Taking in this breath as fully as you can. And just realizing how natural it is that the body simply knows how to breathe. The body also knows how to let go, isn't it? As we breathe out, we are letting go of the previous breath. So in this way, we allow ourselves to just rest in this space of being present. Being present with just exactly how things are unfolding. Be it in terms of the body sensations, or even how the breath comes in and out of the body. Even recognizing that thoughts, like the breath, they also come into being. But as long as we don't give power to these thoughts by thinking more about them, the thoughts will naturally, on its own, fade away. Resting in this spacious awareness of just being present, letting go of any particular point of focus, and simply just rest here as we are. And so here we are, accepting this moment just the way it is. Nothing to change, nothing to fix. And that we can be at peace with exactly how this moment is. Just the way the body is feeling right now, just the way that the breath is coming into the body and out of it. Even just the way the thoughts might appear randomly at times. And then that's okay and that's fine. So letting go of any striving or wanting things to be a particular way, that you can be okay with exactly how this moment is right now. Simply taking in this breath one moment at a time, taking in this awareness of how the body is feeling one moment at a time. And gradually, we are developing this sense of patience, just one moment at a time. And gradually, all these moments all add up. It's strengthening the brain, strengthening the mind to be exactly with how things are. And this is a gift that we can present to ourselves at any time of the day. So just taking this moment to expand this awareness once again to the whole body. Just sensing into the feet, the lower half of the body, base, the body where the sit bones are. Sensing to the entire back region up to the shoulders, down into the arms and hands. Sensing into the abdominal region, the belly and the chest. Up into the neck and the face. So here we are, just being at rest with ourselves. So taking this moment to observe. Now 3 more beautiful, nice breaths. And at the end of the third breath, it's beginning to just feel your feet against the ground, noticing the sensations there. Just feeling your hands resting on your lap or the bum, the sit bones resting on the chair. Gradually just kind of moving them a little. And when you feel ready, just inviting the eyes to open. And as you do this, just bring a nice warm smile on your face. Good. So just checking in with how you are right now after this moment of the mindfulness practice that you have dedicated to yourself. How do you feel right now? So just taking a moment to reflect on how's the body, how's the mind. And I welcome you to just put down your comments on the chat box. Yeah, so in this way, I know there's one question earlier, how do we develop patience in life, right? So this is exactly how we can develop patience in life, by taking things one moment at a time, by even attending to how things are in the moment as you are feeling right now. Notice how does it feel like when we can begin to engage in this attitude of non-striving, that we do not need to finish everything that we have thought of in our mind, right? That, when an email comes in, we have to immediately reply to it. When someone sends you a text, that you have to immediately act on it. So notice what this sense of spaciousness that we present ourselves in this practice itself can begin to help us to cultivate that patience in just being with how things are as it unfolds. And sometimes, we really don't have an answer to how things will unfold, isn't it? Right? We can never very reliably predict how the future will turn out in the next minute, the next hour, right? So what if we can begin to treat ourselves kindly in this way, right? And this daily practice of mindfulness can help us to do just that, right? And in doing so, when we become patient with ourselves, we naturally become patient with others. Because now we see what's going on in our mind. Like, is there something that we don't like? Something that, this person is doing that we do not agree with. And therefore, that might trigger that sense of impatience within ourselves. Right? So when we begin to do this practice, when we begin to allow ourselves to just cultivate that sense of spaciousness, you will realize, like many of you has responded in this in the comments, that you are feeling more relaxed, you're feeling more calm, right? And perhaps even feeling more at ease, right? So I'd like to thank everyone, for being with us, in this month or so, during this phase 2 heightened measure period, and now this phase 3 heightened measure period, where we introduce this mindfulness at lunch to everyone. So I sincerely hope that, all these sessions has been helpful to all of you. So in case, you miss out any of the sessions, not to worry, because we would upload it to our YouTube channel. And you can always, revisit, these sessions by just replaying, many of these sessions that either myself, Angie or Lily has conducted over this period of time, right? So I'd like to announce that, I'm very happy to announce that in September, we'll be launching a new course at our newest center. And this is going to be right in the center of Singapore, right? So that will be at Newton. It's at this building called Gold Bell Towers, right? So I'll be offering a mindfulness-based therapy for insomnia on Saturday mornings, right? From 10 to 12:30 at Newton. All right. So good news to all you who are perhaps, staying in the central region, right? So this will be a more easier accessible location that you can get to. So I just started the mindfulness-based therapy for insomnia just about 2 or 3 weeks ago at our center at Tampines. And so I'll be holding the next one in September, right? So do keep a lookout for it. I believe our registration has already opened. So you can even head on to our Eventbrite page or our website to sign up for the course. So it will be in English this time round. So depending on demand, I might offer it in Mandarin as well. But that's still KIV at the moment. Okay, good. So yeah, we look forward to receiving and meeting all of you at our newest place, which will be at Newton at Gold Bell Towers, right? So once again, I just like to mention that, it's been a great pleasure to be guiding these sessions for everyone over this period of time. And on behalf of Brahm Center and all the staff, I'd like to thank everyone for staying with us, right? So a couple of questions I'm seeing on the chat, whether are we offering any online course? Yes, we will still be offering online courses from time to time. And this is also, I think, to cater for some of you who might be residing overseas. Yeah, so you can still kind of use your SkillsFuture credit if you have not already done so, right? So many of our mindfulness courses, you can utilize your SkillsFuture credit to offset the cost of it. And the good thing is, if you're 50 and above, you do get additional subsidy, which is sponsored by the National Civil Academy, by the Council of Third Age, right? So you only pay a very marginal amount for that. Yeah. So and one more announcement I'd like to just mention is that today, it being the last day of June, is also at the same time the last day that we are offering the free pass to the webinars that we're offering as part of the Asia Pacific Mindfulness Conference, right? So if you have not already signed up and gotten a ticket for that, please do so today, right? You have a couple of hours before tomorrow, which we'll be offering a different rate, right? So it no longer will be free. All right, so we're offering a new package. So do keep a lookout for that. also for the workshop sessions as well. So this Asia Pacific Mindfulness Conference is the largest that we are organizing so far. And we have a huge lineup of international speakers who are professionals, experts in their own areas to speak about how mindfulness can be applied in the different aspects in our life. All right. So once again, thank you everyone. And I hope to see you all in person, right? In some of the courses that we'll be offering. Yeah. All right. So yes, this mindfulness at lunch session officially it will end today. But as all things are, we will never know how the future will pan out, right? So stay present, right? Keep yourself updated by joining our mailing lists, right? Check out our website. And yes, I hope to see you around. So take care, everyone. May all of you stay safe, stay happy, and be well. All right. Thank you, everyone, and see you all around some other time.